And you know what? Our crews have been out since early this morning trying to keep an eye on the roads out there so you don't have to. Kendall Morris is one of them. She's live in our Chevy-Storm-Tracker. And Kendall, you've been all over the city at this point, and things just only seem to be getting worse.
Yeah, that's exactly what we are seeing. We started on the roads around 5:45 this morning, driving north, south, all over the Charlotte area. And right now, what you're seeing in front of you, that is Park Road at Fairview. So one of the biggest intersections in Charlotte, and this is what Park Road looks like at the moment. We can't even see what's in front of us as far as the lines and the lanes. So it's very treacherous if you are getting out on the road, not recommended. And you need to be careful because things are getting packed down. This sleet is very, very cold. It's icy out here, and things are only getting bumpier. We're starting to feel it here in the Storm Tracker. We're in a four-wheel drive vehicle. We are going, 20 some odd miles an hour, and we can feel the changes here on the road. We know that Charlotte has pre-treated many of their main roads. Park Road, probably one of them. But it's still very, very dangerous if you are trying to get out and about. I'm going to give you another look, just kind of, the side right here on Park Road, so you can see, what the sides of the roads are starting to look like. Most parking lots are completely covered in snow. Side streets untouched. They are beautiful, but those are not going to get cleared for several hours, if not the next day. So you need to be extremely cautious if you are trying or even thinking about getting out of your house today. Not recommended. Again, just stay there on the couch and just let us do the work for you. We're going to be continuing to update you on the conditions on the roads here and around Charlotte. Then we'll send it back to you. And you know what, shout out to the DOT crews out there because they've been prepping for this, not just for the last couple of days, but for the last several months. And if you've been anywhere in Charlotte in the last few days, you've seen those white lines on the road as they've been trying to treat it ahead of this thing. But your live pictures show that there's only so much that brine and that salt can do when it's 26 degrees outside and actively raining, sleeting, and snowing all at the same time. All right, Kendall, keep us posted. First and foremost, be safe, though. All right, now let's turn it over to the North Carolina Department of Transportation. Jen Thompson, she's someone we speak to frequently in circumstances like this. She joins us live now on the phone. Jen, what's the latest update about what you're hearing on the roads out there as it stands right now at 9:07?
So, Ben, we've been talking with our crews, and they're very busy, as you can imagine, right now. Interstate, looking like we got a lane or two. It depends on where you are that folks are using. But we are busy salting them, plowing even where we are. I think I told you last time we talked that we had to wait for a few inches, and I was corrected that about an inch is what we could possibly plow with if there's something there in the travel lane. So we can work with that. But it is an uphill battle, too, because as you were just talking about, we can put down brine and we can, pre-treat as much as possible. It's not a 100% guarantee that nothing will form on the road, but what we try to do is mitigate it as much as possible. And with the brine, it tries to kind of lower the temperature of freezing precipitation. So 32 degrees is what you typically hear, but we try to get it down maybe to the upper teens before it tries to ice up. So we're still hitting those roads. We're hitting those flyovers, those bridges and overpasses with salt, and trying to plow where we do have enough to plow. But checking our database, most of our roads are partially covered or completely covered throughout the region, and so it's a good piece of advice just to stay inside and stay indoors. And as I peruse our traffic cameras, I don't see many cars out there, so we're hoping that folks are listening to that advice and just staying inside and staying warm and just enjoying the time with family and enjoying watching it outside.
Jen, as we speak to you, we're looking at live pictures over Uptown that is snow covered at this point. Give folks who might have to go out for a specific reason, maybe they have to work, maybe they have some sort of emergency. Give us an inside insight about how you all prioritize what streets to focus on first.
Okay, sure. We have a tiered system, so it kind of goes from the highest to lowest, highest volume being what we will pre-treat and clear first. So that obviously would be our interstate system. And then we move to primary roads, with an NC or a US designation. So things like an NC16, NC51, a US 29, or NC 49. Those are the roads that we get to next, a 4-lane divided primary road. Then a high-volume secondary road, which might be something more 2 lanes that might connect to a primary. Then the lower-volume secondary roads that might, say, connect to your neighborhood or subdivision. And we do even have some subdivision streets on our bare pavement plan, but, of course, we're going to get to those towards the end. So today our focus is on getting those primaries taken care of. And so we're hoping that tomorrow we can get some more of those, if not today, and then get to the secondary roads as well. And of course, we work with all of our other partners, like City of Charlotte and all the other entities, municipalities within our divisions. And so they have their own roads that they have to maintain and clear. And we team up with them, too, because the goal at the end of the day is to have all the roads clear and passable. So we're in regular communication with our partners, too, so we don't operate in silos. It's all a big team effort.
Sure, sure. And that was really interesting insight about how you all sort of make your decisions and priorities. And I hope folks at home were paying attention, because you were talking about how the process was going to last today and, yes, into tomorrow. So folks thinking this is going to be in and out in a matter of hours, it does not look like it's going to be the case. And it looks like our road crews are preparing for that as well. Jen Thompson with the NCDOT. Jen, thank you for your time, and please thank all the crews out there working around the clock for us.